Hi and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. I am Rachael Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. If you have chosen card number 3, this is your divine soulful message. And before I share it with you, I want to let you know that this card is a jumping card. If you're not sure what a jumping card signifies, it is where your soul has been trying to convey a message to you, but you have dismissed it, overlooked it, or simply thought it's you putting that information into your mind. So you bypass it and do nothing with it. So when the card jumps out, it's your soul saying, hey, take note of this message. So you have got the card called Trust is the Key. Now the message at the bottom says, trust your claircognizance skills. Claircognizance is that inner knowingness. Trust your inner wisdom. The very first thing to me that jumped out is this key when the message came through, and that patience is the key. When you learn to be patient, patience also helps you develop deeper trusts. And to trust the process of where you're at this time and point. And the reason I was like, is because I have so much to tell you. So the very first thing that came to mind was feeling like you haven't really got into the motivation of 2022. You're comparing yourself to others. You're thinking that you should have this year planned out. You should know exactly what you're doing. And yet inside you are not feeling compelled to that, and then you're seeing other people out there, they're chasing goals and they're hitting wins, and you're like, shit, I need to catch up. Something's wrong with me. Why is there something wrong with me? There's not. You are in a time and space where you are in a deep reflective place. You are not ready for this just yet. You've got some ideas that are spinning around in your mind, but nothing that is in concrete form where you're ready to put all of your energy into. And that's where you've got to learn to trust that at this time and point, you are in a healing phase. You're in a time and point where you are still reflecting over 2021, having a look at what things made you happy, what things didn't make you happy, what worked well for you, what it didn't work well for you. You are in a clearing and decluttering phase right at this time and point, and it's important to trust that. So you may be feeling like you're reviewing last year and sort of wondering, oh, like, am I just stuck? No, you're not stuck. That's exactly where you need to be. Why that is happening for you is that just like a hard drive on a computer, the computer can only attain any small increments of new information until such times as it reaches its full capacity. And then after that, it doesn't matter how much awesome new information or opportunities or anything great comes along its way, it does not have the capacity to be able to absorb that. And that is what's happened. You have an accumulation of old experiences, old situations, and there is a part in yourself that has made that decision that it's not because it's 2022. I mean, sometimes that can be a bit of a motivator, but you are just at that definitive moment in your life where you're just like, I really want to make some solid changes, but I know in the past I've jumped in and I've said yes to shit, and then I've actually found out that it's not something that I enjoy, nor did I stay motivated enough sometimes to actually see things through. And you have recognized that pattern and you do not want to go down that pathway again. So be patient and trust that that is exactly where you're supposed to be. You are in that place of decluttering that hard drive to create more available space so that magic, miracles, opportunity, abundance, commitment, self-belief, all of these amazing things that are brewing underneath the surface is building momentum for something great to unfold. But right at this point, you need to be able to get rid of all of the crap that is just not conducive to the person that you know you are capable of growing into. So you are now in the time of clearing and letting shit go. That's powerful. Never underestimate how powerful that is, even though it may feel exhausting, it may feel shitty, because look, honestly, going through that transformation process of clearing and getting rid of shit never really feels good. Most people won't tell you that. They only talk you about how they feel after they've gone through that transformation process and like, I'm so radiant and I'm so awesome. But the truth is, as you go through that process of clearing and letting shit go, it can bring up a lot of emotions. It can make you feel very teary. It can make you feel sensitive. It can make you want to not so much withdraw, but just spend a little bit more time with your own self as you go through this, because you know that your emotions and your thinking is shifting and morphing and transforming. And you want to be able to do that in a container where you feel comfortable. And that is sometimes, some people is by themselves, and that is okay. But the wonderful thing is that you can, what I'm going to share with you is that if you are wanting to accelerate that process, to be able to really understand where some of these core cycles and patterns have originated from, how it's impacted your belief system, and how you can clear and let that go and get to the core of the problem. Because sometimes when we review some of our stuff and recognize that we have things that we don't want, we can dance around all the superficial stuff, yet you can speed up that process by being able to get straight to where the core of the problem is, clear those untruths from that center soulful place within your own self, and be able to look at how have you picked up some unhealthy habits along the way. Recognize that, own it and claim it, but make that acclamation to yourself that enough is enough and I'm ready to cross that line in the sand to build something more powerful. This is where energy clearing sessions come in. They help you to be able to find the core of the problem, clear and let that shit go, then find much more powerful ways to be able to move forward from that center of your essence. So if that sounds like something that you feel connected to, feel free to click the link below and check out my energy clearing sessions. And I'd love to be able to help you on your journey. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for the very first Woohoo Wednesday of 2022. Much love to you, and I'll see you again next week.